Texas A&M and South Carolina. We've got Texas A&M 2.5-point road favorites, 44.5 the total here in this game. A&M, I think, is probably finally, at long last, going to probably settle on Marcel Reed. He replaces Wegman. They didn't get the good Connor Wegman first half against LSU last week, but boy, Marcel Reed comes in, and what a spark he provided. The offense got rolling, and LSU really couldn't stop it from the point Marcel Reed entered that game and went and did a pretty nice job running the ball as well. 62 yards, 70-yard completions. Amari Daniels got the run game going. Noah Thomas in the passing game for A&M. And then in the second half, they turned what was a close game at halftime into an absolute, actually it was a 17-7 LSU lead. And then it turns into a, just an unbelievable explosion. A 31-6 second half in favor of Texas A&M in that game. Yeah. It was all sparked by Marcel Reed leading the offense and the defense. Credit to them. They made their adjustments. That's why Elko's a good coach. He fucking coached the pants off Brian Kelly in that game. He coached the rings around Brian Kelly. Big game Brian Kelly striking again for LSU in that game. But that's why, and I said that's why I liked A&M too. Elko's got a coaching advantage, and Elko made all the right moves, and Kelly couldn't do anything about it in the second half. But now they're going on the road, laying 2.5 against a South Carolina team that, look, they've been solid, they've been feisty. They should have beat Alabama. They crushed Oklahoma. They're off a bye week going into this game. LSU off the emotional win against LSU. Not the best spot. Carolina off a bye. Be careful with this spot for A&M, but I don't know if I'll be on South Carolina, but certainly sets up well. Bye week. They've been, feisty team. I still think A&M's the better team, and that's probably going to, and I like Elko, and that's probably going to keep me off it, but I'd be worried a little bit. A&M's got to have their antlers up for this spot. This is a little tricky spot for them. What do you think here, C-Mac?
Well, you hit on it, even the spark of the second half with Reed. In this game now, just on the road at South Carolina, like right away, like after how amazing that second half was, the
Gene
defense
Beamer's going to know Reed's the quarterback. We can game plan for him, and that's another factor.
Yeah, hostile place. It won't be easy. South Carolina off a couple weeks after, they got their ass kicked. Old Miss, I had the under in that game, but and then they come back and play Alabama to the wire, and beat down Oklahoma. Now they're off the bye. I think their defense is pretty good. We got a low total in this game. If you got 3.5 with South Carolina, that's where it was last night. Yeah, I get it. Now 2.5 games have been close. Texas A&M's kind of beat up on South Carolina. South Carolina did win here 2 years ago, 30-24. But for the most part, Aggies have been very good. Yeah, just a crazy change of events. Nussmeier with the interceptions. Reed comes in. He's running all over the place. Those few touchdowns. And they took care of business. I was happy. I had A&M. I don't know if I really want to go back to the well. And the defense stepped up, big in that game. Had a few big sacks where LSU hadn't given up any sacks. And on the other side, though, LSU got to wait. They got him out. I mean, even Reed got sacked, but what's his name? He had like 7 sacks.
Their O-line was struggling. You're right, with LSU.
Struggling. They had a few guys injured, that A&M O-line. And what's his name? Weeks. I think he had 7 sacks for LSU.
You can't do anything with that guy. He's been on train
all over the place.
I mean, he's been a freight train. He's been just a machine out there.
Total. That was crazy. 7 sacks he had. So that was good. Yeah. So they have a few things I'll look at later in the week in this game. I don't know if I bet it either with the 2.5 now.